Oh, so hilariously, I'm playing against Sick Draw. Uh, this is funny because in between rounds, there was a message in the chat that was like, let me see if I can find it because this is worth the time it takes to tell. Maybe not, but it's my time to spend. So someone says in the chat, "Hi, I'm playing against. Would people watch my last match? I'm trying to improve." Because his opponent called him very lucky and that he was horrible. And so Sigdral was being very, that's the guy he played against, was being very sarcastic and like just bashing this person. And it was very funny to me. Okay, so maybe it wasn't worth the time, I think. So I'm going to be very pleasant to this guy because he deserves it. He does not deserve it. He's not a pleasant person. Sick draw is on Delver. Like, he's competent, he plays a lot, so this is probably gonna be hard. So I probably need to draw like a pristine talisman or something. I'm gonna snap Terminus this. Because it's a pretty good card, and I don't have time to cast that when it costs 6 mana. It's like a Pillar of Flame, but it costs white mana, and I had to draw it. So exactly like a Pillar of Flame. He stopped on his draw step. That could mean he has a miracle, or he just has the bluff thing. I don't really know any miracles in Delver, so I'm just gonna assume it's the bluff. Temporal Mastery in my hand is not very good right now. It won't be good until like turn 13 or something. Yeah, I'll go ahead and ponder. I don't have any lands, and I need to set up something to deal with this Delver. Pristine Talisman's pretty good. I could draw the Talisman, and then draw the Ghost Quarter and mill away the Ponder. I don't want to mill away the Ponder. I mean, this top 3 is kind of awkward because I want to keep all of these cards, but they're not particularly good for me. Like, it'll take a lot of time to set up Talisman. Like, I'll have to put it in next turn. Ponder won't do anything if I don't, like, it'll do something, but if I don't draw it before, if I draw it before Ghost Quarter, I'll only get to look at 2 cards. So, it's kind of a toss-up. I guess I could have thought scoured him, so I could, like, Ghost Quarter my own land. I'm just gonna shuffle this. And that pile is a little too awkward. He gets to flip his Delver now. Hopefully he plays a Geist of Saint Draft. No, he doesn't get to flip his Delver. Huh. I guess he was just short on land. Maybe plays a Snapcaster Ponder now. So this is what he's doing. Yep. And I'm just gonna wrath him. Top, top, top. Shuffle. No reason to let him have extra damage. Even if he's not guaranteed to flip his Delver. Yep, and you can see my hand. It's pretty bad. I only have 1 blue source, and I don't have any more lands. I have more life than him because each attack's improved me. What is this? Okay, sure. I'm baiting out Gideon so I can date his guy if he has a mana leak. I think he knows I have Day of Judgment. I didn't write down what he provoked me with. And he didn't write it in the chat because he's smarter than that. Though I don't believe he knows I have Day of Judgment. This card's pretty good. 3 angels, or he mana leaks it, and I get a Day of Judgment. You could Vapor Snag a bunch, like Snapcaster Mage, Vapor Snag, Vapor Snag. Doesn't look like he has any of that though, because he's Thought Scouring main phase. Yeah, definitely, like, double block this, triple block this. I'll take 4 from the Angel to ensure he can't, like, double Vapor Snag me. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I couldn't play around this anyway, so there's no reason to. I could Day of Judgment after swinging. That's probably good enough. This was 6, 7. That's 6. That's actually might not need to try to get him, because I can Temporal War Mastery for an extra turn to kill him. But he knows I have it, so it's not going to be as good. Like, this is basically my only time to Day of Judgment. Like, I can try to do it next turn, but there's no guarantee I'll be able to play around Mana Leak. So I'll probably have to burn my draw spells to draw into a land. And I could just hit another and treat the Angels or something like that. Sequel Coast, not nearly as good. Yeah, land that comes to play tapped. Not what I wanted. And you could have a Vapor Snag as well. Yeah, I think that was a bad plan. I probably should just Day of Judgment it. So we get Day of Judgment. My options are Temporal Mastery, Day of Judgment. I'm pretty much dead if he has a counter spell for Temporal Mastery. I'm not dead if he has a counter spell to Day of Judgment, but I win if Temporal Mastery resolves. He didn't counter Entreat the Angels, which was 2 turns ago, so you could have a Snapcaster or a Mana Leak, and I would die, because he'd make a creature and swing for everything, and I have to block these 2, and I'd die. So if he doesn't have a counterspell, I win. If I Day of Judgment, all of our creatures are gone. First off, he could be a 1 or 5 depending on if he blocks, but he probably won't. And then I'll probably lose 2 Spirit tokens instead, because I'll make 1, 2, 3, and I don't have a Pristine Talisman or anything. I think it's definitely safer to Day of Judgment. And I think if this is a higher stakes tournament, I would definitely Day of Judgment. But I think I want to just win the game. I don't think he has a Mana Leak. He might have a Snapcaster Mage, but I don't think he has a Mana Leak. So I kind of want to just run this Temporal Mastery out there. Though, if this were not a daily event on Magic Online, I would just Day of Judgment. Yeah, because now I lose. Assuming he sees it. Snapcaster is the same thing as a token, it's just an extra creature. Okay. So actually I couldn't have played around the Day of Judgment because he had both Mana Leak and I was trying to go back to the match for an instant replay. But he had 6 mana there, and he had a Mana Leak and a Snapcaster Mage, so the Day of Judgment wouldn't have done anything there either. But, I mean, that's not to say the Day of Judgment wasn't the correct play. It was. Also, don't want Talon Reinforcements, I want these Divine Offerings, I don't want Twisted Image. I'll take a Jace and a Negate. Take out an O-Ring. Oh, I definitely want Phantasmal Image. Yeah, that's my answer to Geist of St. Trout. I I just don't really know what to take out. Like, I guess Jace isn't that good. And take out a Temporal Mastery. Take out a Thought Scour. Temporal Mastery is pretty good against Delver because it gives you an extra turn. You just can't draw it in your opening hand. So I guess it wasn't optimal to like run the play I knew was bad, but I really wanted to win that game. This is not a big fan of this hand. It's got a bunch of Terminus. That'll take forever to cast. 3 land, I think Twisting Divine Offering is probably good enough for me. I guess Digitaxi Probe and like call me a bad player or something. No, just Delver. Okay, that makes this hand way better. It's significantly better. This card's very good against Delver. Like, one of them is pretty good, 2 of them is very good. Mana Leak. I was kind of expecting to just draw Terminus there, but there's justice in the world, so I don't deserve to draw that every game. Okay, I didn't flip the second one. This Mana Leak's gonna get me because I have a bunch of 6 mana rats in my hand. I mean, I could technically think twice into Terminus, but I'm still 2 mana away from playing around Mana Leak with that. I think he has 2 as well, since he's playing very defensively. He just needs this Delver Sword, and he's playing like he knows it. Missing his flips on Delver, though. That's pretty good. It's like an extra 2 damage a turn. I could have done this in combat, but he would leak any like spell that would mess up with combat, so I didn't see a reason to do it when he had mana open. That was a very good draw. It's like the sweetest when you draw Entreat right after a Temporal Mastery, because he has to counter this, he has no other option. Misclicked. And if he has a second Mana Leak, I kind of don't get to do anything. But if he doesn't, then I get to Wrath his board. Oh, Joe Terminus. Had it. Thankfully he doesn't know I have these 2 in hand, so... I'm very glad I drew the Terminus. I'm pretty sure he has another Mana Leak in his hand. Okay, now I'm like definitely sure he has another Mana Leak in his hand. Day of Judgment. Yeah, Pristine Talisman, Day of Judgment. He's going to counter it if he has one. Oh, wow. I thought for sure he would have one. He must have a Snapcaster Mage. Because, like, there's no way you could play that bravely against... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get this so he doesn't get to flip it and do things. But that's not a very good Terminus. I just don't have any more action. And this puts him on a no-threat clock. To my... I'm going to draw something eventually clock. Ooh, to Neo. He doesn't have a Mana Leak, as far as we know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I could play around with Mana Leak, but next turn, I would just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I might as well do that. No reason to get too frisky. Since he could have drawn a Snapcaster or a Leak last turn. That's about 7 cards. Restoration Angel. Sure thing. I'm back at 17 now. 2 Pristine Talismans, pretty good. One card in hand. If it's a negate, I guess he gets me. I applause you from my 2 hands for this beautiful game. Pretty sure applause is not a verb. See, this is the thing I was talking about. He's just a very sarcastic, nonsensical man. The cards he played, like, he had 2 Delvers on turn 2. That's not a bad hand. But since I won and he didn't, it was obviously luck that did it. Oh, I don't even know. I want to reply to him, but I don't really want to be too mean because I don't like being mean to people. So I just won't say anything. What do I want to bring in? I want to draw this time. I don't really want to change up anything. Like, Oblivion Ring's really only efficient at getting Rune Chanter Spike, which I can't get any other way other than Divine Offering. I think I'm good. I think I'll just keep it as is. I guess I hope he has another horrible hand or something. I applaud you. This hand is very mediocre. It has a bunch of lands in it, and if there's one thing I like, it's lands. So I'm gonna keep it. Yeah. This puts me in top deck mode, which I want to be with Miracles, right? Yeah. I always like it when people Jataxian probe me, and I keep loose hands and have to draw everything. Oh geez, he kept it 2 Jataxian probe hand and used them both on the turn 1? That's a turn too late, man. Come on, get it thing next turn. That turned too early, rather. Ponder Delver. Come on, Terminus. I just want to make him really mad. That's basically the goal. I don't have anything. Reveals Vapor Snag. It's odd that he kept this in. I guess it's fine against, like, random things. He now likes this. If he has it. Doesn't look like it, or he might have it. He's just slow rolling it. Yeah, he definitely has it. Whoa. Okay. He's got a Vapor Snag, whatever. Click. Which buys me a turn. It's a good 3 to 6 damage I'm not going to get back. I need to draw something pretty good off this. Like a Terminus would be pretty good. Okay. It's a strange. Must be not suffering for counter spells. Because negate counters everything. I have to play Tamiya because we focus this Delver undead. Though I'm pretty sure he has a Mana Leaker of Snapcaster. Ooh, it's resolved. Right. That's unusual. Okay, that would be why. That sucks. I really like this deck, and I did not want to lose this guy. He's not a pleasant person. I don't lose. Oh, ooh. And whiff. Still very bad shape. Like, he just did not have a counterspell for my Terminus. And I'm going to 1, so I can't play a creature that can get Vapor Snagged. So I basically can't win until I get this Pristine Talisman out. I can't play around Day of Judgment, so I might as well slam this Terminus. Is there anything I can draw with Tamiya? I could draw Time Reinforcements in my deck. Phantasmal Engine won't do anything. Negate. Can't really draw anything off Tamiya, so I just have to hope he doesn't have anything. Since he didn't kill Tamiya, he probably does. Ooh. That's fairly fortunate. If he has a Snapcaster Rage, I'm dead. Like, that was true anytime. This will tap his white source. Combat victory. I really hope I win at 1 life. That'll be pretty good against this guy. I do not like this person. It's probably mean, but I just don't. I'm still dead to Snapcaster this turn. Unless he casts it right now. He needs to cast it end of turn for him to do anything. And once he does, it kills me. So. No! I don't deserve this. Not to this guy, he's so rude. Oh well. It's a 1 turn window and he got me. I wasn't trying anything anyway. Oh well. No. 1-2? I really like this deck. I was not being sarcastic when I said I'd only lost 1 game with this deck. Though granted, it wasn't 2 mans. I'm very displeased. Oh well. Still rather enjoy this deck a lot. It's like Standard is only interesting in the summer. I don't like that kind of philosophy at all. Like Standard is very interesting when the new set comes out, like in the September. Like when Airstruck came out, Standard was very good. I like Standard. Then it was very bad for a very long time because it just got like so stale and inbred. And now that there's so many cards in Standard, you can build whatever you want. It's interesting again. So they should just have like Standard be this many cards all the time. Like Time Spiral was one of the most fun Standard formats because there are just so many things to do. I know that they said that was like a mistake because there were so many cards that new players were getting overwhelmed and couldn't decide what to do. So it's not really going to happen, but it would be nice if it did because summer formats are very fun, and I just don't like playing Standard the rest of the year. Like there's too many tournaments. The format gets very stale because people are just playing the same best deck like Delver, like over and over again. But that said, if you want to give this deck out a shot, give this deck a shot. I would encourage it. It's very fun. You get to make your opponents mad with all your top decking skills, even though you like Ponder or whatever. It doesn't matter. You're top decking and you're very lucky, and you should feel bad. But Twisted Image didn't come up that game, which was kind of disappointing. Or not just that game, but that daily. Which I wanted it to. Like I wanted to kill some Birds of Paradise really, really bad. But it was much better than like the third Thought Scour or a Visions of Beyond, which just never ever triggered. It was never 20 cards in a graveyard. That never came up. I mean, I didn't get to play Consecrated Sphinx. I mean, I boarded it against the junk deck, like the Junk Walkers deck that I won against. But that was not very good. I mean, I didn't draw it, so yeah, I don't really have much more to say about this deck. It's very fun. I would recommend it if you have the deck like already built in block. It's not that much to just port it over to Standard. You'd need like I guess Karn and Consecrated Sphinx and these dual lands. I think the dual lands are actually very cheap now. I can't remember. But yeah, that's the deck in a nutshell. Hope you enjoyed it. And if y'all have any questions, comments, just put them up in the comment box and I'll get to them. Thanks so much for watching.